everybody! Welcome to the fifth and final week of our series, Heart of a Hero. We've been talking about the life of Joseph in the Bible and how we can be heroes just like he was. Do you remember what happened when we left off? After Joseph and his brothers made up, they returned to their father to tell him the good news that Joseph was alive and in charge over all of Egypt. Joseph's father was so happy. Their whole family moved to Egypt and settled down under the care of Joseph. It was a happy time for them, but it didn't last forever. Today, we'll learn what happened a little while after Joseph saved his people in Egypt. When you get the chance this week, sit down with your family and read Exodus chapter 1, verses 6 through 14. I'll give you a quick summary. After years of prospering in Egypt with God's favor, the people of Israel entered a dark time. A new king who did not know Joseph or see for himself how God was with Joseph felt threatened by the Israelites. This new king forced the Israelites into slavery, just like their ancestor Joseph had once been a slave in Egypt. The Israelites had no freedom, and they were forced to work really hard for no pay. They were being held captive by Egyptians. For many years, the Israelites were trapped there, but God had a plan. One of the reasons we love superhero stories is because of the cool ways the superheroes help victims find freedom. They might swoop in from the sky, sneak up behind villains, or use their powers to rescue people that are in trouble. Can you think of a rescue scene from your favorite superhero story? I really liked it when in The Incredibles, Violet used her force field to save her whole family. God had a really cool rescue plan to help his people who were slaves in Egypt, and we'll learn more about that next month. Did you know that we need to be saved too? We don't need Superman or Spider-Man to save us though, and we aren't trapped as slaves or held captive by villains. We have something keeping us captive from the life God hoped we would have. God imagined we'd always be connected to good things. We are separated from him because of sin. We needed Jesus to come and make up for everything we're missing. But the cool thing is that God sent Jesus to save us and to forgive our sins. Jesus is our rescuer and our protector. And no matter how strong we are, God will always be able to help us. We've had a super awesome month learning all about how God can help us be heroes. Let's recap everything we've learned so far. The first week, we learned that Jesus is a hero called the Good Shepherd who protects and guides his people. The second week, we heard the story of Joseph and the coat of many colors. We learned that God can help us become heroes too. The third week, we learned about Joseph being captive as a slave and then thrown in prison. And we learned that heroes can make wise choices. Last week, we learned that heroes help others when we heard about how Joseph saved his people by collecting food. And today, we learned about how the Israelites became slaves in Egypt, and that heroes sometimes need help too. We've learned so much this month. Now go into the world, be brave, because with God on our side, we can be heroes. I'll see you guys next week with a brand new series called The Great Escape. We'll be learning about how Joseph's descendants escaped slavery in Egypt. It's really exciting stuff. We're also going to start meeting in person at church next week during both services. Check out our weekly Caledonia Kids email to learn more. We'll see you guys later. Have a super week. Bye! side, we can be heroes.